Hey guys, welcome back to another brand new video of Unboxing Jet. I am your friend Sam, and today we will do an in-depth comparison of Android and iOS. So let's get started.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
If you're buying a new smartphone today, chances are very good that it will run one of two operating systems: Google's Android or Apple's iOS. These two platforms accounted for virtually all new smartphones shipped in the last couple of years, according to IDC. We're going to pit Android against iOS in several categories here and pick a winner for each one. Ultimately, the best platform for you depends on, well, you. Pick the things that matter most to you, count the wins in those categories, and you have a personalized recommendation. First, affordability. Apple has always been at the high end of the market in terms of pricing, but the iPhone X took things to a whole new level with a starting price of $1,000, and the iPhone 11 Pro Max starts at $1,100. If you need something more affordable, the iPhone 11 starts from $700 and the latest iPhone SE from $400. That's as cheap as it gets unless you delve into the second-hand market. For sheer scale and variety, nothing competes with Android. You can spend a lot if you want to. For example, Samsung's newest Z lineup costs nearly $1,400, but there's also a huge selection of good, low-cost handsets from a wide variety of different manufacturers, and the platform has been deliberately optimized to run on low-end hardware. The fact that Android also leads the field in free apps makes it the natural choice for the budget-conscious. Winner: Android. Second, apps. Let's start with a look at the numbers. This is roughly how many apps you'll find in the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Android apps: 2.5 million, iOS apps: 1.8 million. Luckily, both operating systems have been taking more precautions when it comes to malicious apps and spyware, making apps safer to download than ever. The Play Store still has a higher percentage of free apps than the App Store. But the best mobile games still land on iOS first, and they don't always come to Android. Ultimately, quality beats quantity, and so this is a narrow win for iOS. Winner: iOS. Third, maps. As the newer navigation system, Apple Maps did not have a great start, but it has improved significantly. Key features are similar. You can download maps for offline use, get accurate estimates based on current traffic conditions, and find turn-by-turn directions for driving or walking. You'll also find public transit and ride-booking integration. They all work well and should get you where you're going. One thing that Google Maps offers that Apple Maps doesn't is cycling directions. Overall, the scale and quality of Google Maps are downloads more unsurpassed. It has more points of interest, and it is generally more detailed than Apple Maps, but the accuracy can vary from place to place. Given the choice, we'd always pick Google Maps, and though you can get it on iOS, it's better on Android because it's the default navigation app. Winner: Android. Fourth, battery life and charging. As one of the biggest complaints for smartphone owners, battery life is a huge factor. It's difficult to compare the two platforms because there's no common hardware. We could say iOS is optimized to squeeze the most out of the battery per mAh rating, but you can buy an Android device with a much bigger battery that will easily outlast the iPhone. For a long time, Android had an advantage in the charging department because many Android phones offered fast charging capabilities and wireless charging. However, Apple's iPhone 11, iPhone X, and even the iPhone SE 2020 adopted wireless charging and fast charging, so they're not that far behind. It's worth noting you have to buy the fast charging adapter separately for some iPhone models, whereas it's usually provided in the box with an Android phone. This category is far from clear-cut, but comparing similarly priced Android phones with iPhones, they tend to have longer battery life, and they always have fast chargers included in the box, so Android gets the win. Winner: Android. Fifth, updates. Apple's iOS offers consistent and timely software updates and security patches. If you want the same experience on Android, then you must buy one of Google's Pixel phones. This is how iOS version shares break down, according to the official Apple developer website. iOS 13. 70%, iOS 12. 23%, earlier. 7%, around 70% of all iOS devices are now running the latest version. That figure will be a lot lower for Android. While Android 11 is already open for public beta testing, only about 8% of Android devices are running the latest, Android 10. This is how Android breaks down according to the stats available in Android Studio and is accurate up to May 2020. Android 10. 8.2%, Android 9.0 Pie. 31.3%, Android 8.1 Oreo. 14% Android 8.0 Oreo. 7.3%, Android 7.1.1 Nougat. 5.4%, Android 7.0 Nougat. 7.5%, Android 6.0 Marshmallow. 11.2%, Android 5.1 Lollipop. 7.4%, Android 5.0 Lollipop. 1.8%, Android 4.4 KitKat. 4%, older. 1.9%, if you want the latest features, bug fixes, and security updates, then you should choose iOS. Winner? iOS. 6th, customizability. This has always been one of Android's main strengths. It's very easy to customize your phone. You can set up the layout you want on your home screen, add widgets and shortcuts, and even change your entire user interface with launchers. You can set backgrounds in iOS, and there's limited support for widgets, but you don't have anything like the same level of freedom. Android also allows you to set up third-party apps as your default options for many things that are still locked down in iOS. If you enjoy tinkering, or you want a truly unique personalized look for your home screen, then Android is the platform for you. Winner? Android. 7th, accessibility. If you're looking for a device for an elderly relative or a technophobe, then you'll find some specialist offerings on Android, but they tend to scale down what's possible. Manufacturers like Samsung also include options like Easy Mode, which make the interface bigger and simplify the whole experience, or you can opt for a third-party app to do the same. There are lots of good apps aimed at the elderly on Android and iOS. Ultimately, iOS is simpler and easier to use in some important ways. It's uniform across all iOS devices, whereas Android is slightly different on devices from different manufacturers. We also think iOS is less cluttered and more streamlined than most Android phones, although Google's stock Android is every bit as elegant and accessible. Winner? iOS. 8th, calls and messaging. Basic calling and messaging functionality are good on both platforms, but it can be confusing on Android. Google appeared to be folding everything into Hangouts, which allows messages, SMS, video chat, group chat, and more via Wi-Fi or your data network, but then it somewhat confusingly released Allo and Duo, and now it is retiring Hangouts. There's also Android Messages, which used to be called Google Messenger, and it's the default texting app. To make matters worse, you'll find many manufacturers like to offer their own alternatives. Many Android phones come with their own messaging and dialer apps, in addition to Google's messaging apps, or they eliminate the Google apps. It looks as though chat, based on the new Rich Communication Services (RCS) messaging standard, will unify things, but it will be a while before it's available on all Android phones. FaceTime and iMessage come pre-installed on every iPhone and iPad, so it's remarkably easy to connect with your friends and family. While iMessage is very easy to use, it works best when communicating with other iPhone users, creating a culture of blue versus green bubbles. You'll find third-party app integration, fun stickers, GIFs, and much more in iMessage. We give iOS the win for its consistency and ease of use. Winner? iOS. 9th, camera. This is a difficult category to call. In the past, we've argued that Apple does the best job capturing lighting, coloring, and other details, but the latest Android smartphones are casting a lot of doubt on that assertion. Google's Pixel 4 and Pixel 4 XL boast excellent cameras, but so do the iPhone 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max. While most of the current crop of Android flagships sport good, or sometimes great, cameras, there's a fair bit of variance, and the camera quality of many mid-range devices doesn't come close to the quality of iPhone cameras. As you'd expect, most budget Android phones have lower quality cameras. The camera apps on both platforms are very good and very fast. For ease of use and best results without tweaking, the iOS camera app takes the cake. There's more variation on Android simply because manufacturers tend to add their own camera apps with lots of features, some good, some a bit gimmicky. We're going to give this one to iOS, but with the caveat that the top Android phones, particularly the Pixel 4, can match and in some areas excel the iPhone. Winner? iOS. 10th, photo backup. If you use the Photos app in Android, then you can automatically back up all your photos and videos. There's no doubt that Google Photos is the best option because it offers unlimited free storage, provided you don't mind the 16 megapixel limit for images and the 1080p resolution limit for video. You can back up photos and videos at the original resolution with iCloud or Google Photos, but you only get 5 GB of free space with iCloud compared to 15 GB with Google. This category is complicated by the fact that the default on iOS is iCloud, but you can also use Google's Photos on iOS. However, since most people go with the default option, we're giving Android the win here. Winner? Android. 11th. Cloud services. Apple is still lagging when it comes to cloud storage and automatic backups. Google offers 15 GB for free and has cross-platform support. You only get 5 GB with iCloud, and it only works with Windows, Mac, and iOS. If you need a lot of additional space, Google One charges $2 per month for 100 GB, $20 for the year, while Apple charges $1 per month for 50 GB or $3 per month for 200 GB. Apple's price for 2 TB jumps up to $10 per month. Google will also give you 2 TB for that price, but you can get a discount if you pay for the year, which costs $100, $8.33 per month. Android's cloud storage is easier to use and more effective than iCloud. You can also use Google Drive on an iPhone, whereas iCloud is iOS only. Winner? Android. 12th. Voice assistants. You can do many of the same things with Apple's Siri as you can with Google Assistant, but Siri is more like a straightforward helper for setting calendar appointments, searching the web, or making calls. Google Assistant has an extra layer. It can preemptively offer useful suggestions, and it has a more conversational side that offers up entertaining games and contextual information based on what you're doing. It's smarter and more versatile than Siri. The addition of Siri shortcuts in iOS 12, which allows you to set up voice commands to trigger groups of automated tasks, is a big step in the right direction, and Siri is also beginning to make more suggestions based on your iPhone usage. For now, however, Google Assistant can do more and seems to be improving at a much faster rate, offering things like call screening and the ability to make reservations for you. Winner? Android. 13th. Security. There's no denying that iOS is the most secure platform and the one that best protects user privacy. If you care about your privacy and security, go with an iPhone. Winner? iOS. Since you have come this far, so we calculated the scores for you. Android got 7 points and iOS got 6 points. And there is giveaway coming soon on our channel, so stay tuned and subscribe if you are new to our channel.